What's up, guys? Dave Powers, Coach Powers, coming to you from the outside once again with a new video, a new series of videos that I'm taking right from the comments. So if you guys have questions, leave me a question in the comments and I'll try to answer them if I haven't already. So the first question, which is kind of more of a statement, says, "It's amazing how staying away from horrible YouTube video clips did me a lot of good." And now this is something I've talked about extensively in different videos, but it's worth repeating, right? Because I cannot tell you how many clients have come to me, and within the first 15-20 minutes of us doing a Benzo coaching session, this comes out, that all they do is spend several hours, literally several hours a day, on forums, on YouTube, watching different videos, things like that, and essentially just saturating their unconscious and their conscious mind with benzo related stuff. And most of it is negative. Most of it is just stories from people that didn't heal properly, or still struggling. I call them the 1%, the outliers of the situation, because most people heal, most people go on to live normal lives, and they don't come back, they don't talk about their experience, they don't come back and let us know, hey, I healed. Yeah, it was 6 months of hell or a year of hell, but here it is now 2 years later and I'm completely normal again. I'm back to my old self. I'm implementing, holistic counseling techniques and things like that, and it's really working for me. You don't hear from these people because they go through hell and they don't want to come back. And most people don't want to put their face in a video. They don't want to put it out there that, hey, I went through this thing, which is, really taboo. Mental health is really taboo. To say that you took medication, to say you struggle with medication. It's scary stuff, Most people won't understand it. Most people will treat you like a drug addict, or they just simply won't understand. They'll say, just walk it off, But I can't tell you how beneficial it was for me getting off these forums, because I was one of those guys that literally would run to WebMD like a hypochondriac. I suffered from a little bit of health anxiety already before the benzo. So, once you have something like that, whatever you have when you get on benzo, the withdrawal amplifies that thing. So for me, I was already kind of a hypochondriac. It was kind of a joke in the family, I remember being a little kid and my mom laughing because I ran to her because I had like a swollen gland, and I'm like, I think I got cervical cancer, and it just became a joke, like, Anyway, but you get older and some of that stuff doesn't leave you. You're still worried about your health, and if you've had real health scares like I have had, issues with different things, it's just a thin line between being healthy, health conscious and healthily concerned, versus you're just ruminating and your anxiety or your OCD is completely taken over. So for me, I was, again, one of these guys that would spend more time than I should have looking up things. If I had a heart palpitation, I was researching all these different heart disorders, you name it, every symptom. And then I would just spend a lot of time reading comments from people and watching videos of people crying, being on like forums like Benzo Buddies and having, it was almost like at times a cultish kind of environment where people would say, you're never going to heal. A lot of that. I got a lot of that. You're never going to heal. You're damaged. This is it. Get used to it. I'm 5 years off and I haven't healed. And if you're considering like antidepressants or something like that, you're a fool. Don't do it, which I think is terrible advice for someone who's suicidally depressed coming off benzos. There is a time and place for antidepressants, right? Anyway, and I don't want to make this like a beat up on Benzo Buddies or any of these groups, because they do have a lot of good. They have a lot of information, a lot of support, and I've known a lot of clients that go on to talk to people and just do better because they've been on these forums. But that's, I would say, literally, okay, in my experience of being a coach now for a few years, that's like 10% of my clients use those forums the way they should be used. Find somebody, meaning, like, you find some partner or somebody that you can relate with, and you build a friendship, and then you guys write each other daily maybe, and you say, hey, Bob or Karen, how you doing? Oh, I'm having a hard day. Well, so am I. And you don't make it about misery loves company. You don't make it about you two just complaining and bitching about your situation, but you really try to inspire each other. Not to say you can't do that. That's good. It's cathartic. Everyone needs a vent. Everyone needs someone that will listen and help us, right? But I'm talking about when it becomes just a daily ritual of you and this new friend that's going through this thing, and you both just, you know, oh God, today's so hard. Oh, what about you? Oh, my day's so hard. It's never going to get better. Oh, tell me about it. It's never going to get better. This is just self-defeating, and you don't know it's true, but it becomes self-fulfilling at some point. And and this is where healing from benzos can get really tricky, because the first step is just sheer chemical. It's just getting off the drug. But then we have that pre-existing thing. Then we have the manifesting condition, whatever happened while we were in the trenches fighting for so long. That thing, could be major depression. For me, it was agoraphobia. I mean, I got agoraphobia so bad I couldn't drive my car for almost 2 years. I never thought it was going to go away. I thought my practice as a clinical psychologist was going to go away. I thought even being an artist and things that I did where I needed to attend galleries and functions with other people, I said, oh God, I can't do this anymore. It was really defeating. And again, we don't hear the success stories. We just hear the outliers. We hear the worst case scenarios, and that becomes our reality. So that was one of the main reasons I came back. And, I didn't want to put my face in videos. I still don't. I didn't want to put myself out there. I'm doing a lot of things in the art community. I'm making films now. I was worried about how I would look, how I'd be received. I have a beard, I have piercings and long hair. Would people really watch my videos and hear what I have to say, or would they just look at how I look and think, oh, this guy's crazy or something? But I said, despite all those fears and concerns, people need to hear a good story. People need to know that we do heal, that there are people like me that were on a high dose for several years, who had a hard time coming off, who implemented all the CBT, exposure, diet, exercise, cognitive reframing, you name it. I mean, every self-help book, it all works. It all works. It all contributes to some point. And I got better. I could give a speech in front of a panel of doctors, which is terrifying in its own regard, but it's not debilitating, as you would think. I can get through it. I perform music in front of people. I can drive my car hours away. I live a normal life now, quote unquote normal, whatever that is. Normal in the sense that I don't have benzo withdrawal issues that I have to deal with. So it's possible, but we have to get off these forums. I mean, I would say 90% of my clients come to me when we first start working, and 90%, working together in a coaching manner, and they say, I can't get off these forums. I'm spending several hours a day on them, and they really have an instinct that this isn't working, that there's something bad happening here. But it feels like it's what I'm supposed to do, but yet it's not helping me. It's actually hurting me. So why is it hurting me? Because you become what you are. You become what you surround yourself with. So if you're constantly surrounding yourself with doom and gloom and misery and things aren't going to get better, that becomes your worldview. That becomes your perception. And then it gets more tricky, because it can even become your sense of identity. Now you become John Smith, the benzo warrior who is healed, and the psychiatric community screwed him over, and his doctors screwed him over, and his family doesn't understand. And it becomes this woe is me identity, a sense of self. And this is a risk that we take with many things, just being depressed or anxious, or we can embrace our darkness, which we should. I mean, darkness being our demons, our mental illness, our struggles. That's important. What we shouldn't do is make a new identity out of it. But I'll leave that for another Zen related video. So in short, how it's amazing, this is the comment I received, it's amazing how staying away from those horrible YouTube clips did a lot of good. Absolutely. Focus on the positive ones. Believe in healing. If you're going to be on forums, find someone who can motivate you, that you can share your success stories with, who can call each other and light a fire under each other's ass every day to say, get up, let's go walk. What'd you do? I did 5 minutes to 50 minutes on the treadmill today. What did you do? You know what? I'm going to go do the same thing. Or if you're just panicking and you need someone to talk you off the ledge, to calm you down and remind you that this will pass. So again, forums, benzo videos, they all have a great function, but remember, you become what you surround yourself with. So if you want to get better, surround yourself with people that are getting better. surround your, I mean obviously you're in your house, you're by yourself, so you can't surround yourself in that fashion. But I mean in the sense of videos, forums. We live in a social media world now. Most people don't have people that stop by anymore unannounced to our houses. We get text messages. We watch each other's lives on Facebook. This is the new norm, right? So yeah, get off the forums, or at least you shouldn't be on a forum 6, 7 hours. You shouldn't be on a forum. I don't care if it's even helping you. You shouldn't be on a forum more than an hour a day. I mean, at that point, after that, we're just ruminating. We're becoming obsessive about our condition, when really we should be out there doing something. We should be doing laundry, dishes, cleaning, raking the yard, doing exercise, getting out of the house, walking around gardens, starting a garden. You know, we should be doing a million other things than researching about how we're never going to heal. See you in the next video.